They say it takes 2 days for your dog to start eating your body. It was like someone hit me in the chest with a sledgehammer. I collapsed to the floor. I must have hit my head on something because by the time I regained consciousness, my forehead was sticky with blood. My whole body felt sore. I could breathe, but only just barely. I was down in the basement cleaning that row of shelves that I had been putting off, so I doubt my neighbors heard me falling. The only thing that was home, and would be until the next morning, was my boyfriend's stupid dog, Cooper. Jason picked him up from the pound even though nobody else wanted him. The scrappy little thing with wiry gray fur mottled with brown patches was no purebred, that was for sure. I wasn't a dog person, but Cooper was quiet, didn't pee in the house, and Jason took care of him most of the time. I was now hating the fact that Cooper was so quiet. If he nonstop yapped, perhaps someone could have come over and helped. But no, Cooper just meandered over to my fallen body and stared at me for an unnerving amount of time. He didn't do anything. He just stood there, staring. I tried to make my mouth work, tell him to go get help, but all I could do was make this dull, gurgling sound. My tongue felt thick and unusable, and all Cooper did was stand there and stare. He finally approached me, sniffing my head and whimpering ever so quietly. His warm tongue lapped against my bleeding head, which stung at first, but it did feel better after a few licks. After he'd cleaned up the blood, he backed up, nuzzled at my neck, and whined again. I wanted to beg that dog to start howling, making a bunch of noise, and somehow alert our neighbors that I was in trouble, but I couldn't do anything. I just had this scrappy little mutt to cuddle me as I lay there. Minutes ticked by. I could see the clock on the wall moving ever so slowly. I had to wait until Jason came home, I figured. He was going to be home tomorrow morning. I could last that long, right? I didn't